Okay, it says we're live. I'm gonna go check my page. If somebody would check the excuse me, Mac to the Future page.
Bless.
Back to the Future page. We're on the Mac to the Future page, or are we?
We are.
With this new setup.
Corey Upchurch just pulled the trigger.
Wait, where? I don't see it on my page.
He got an iPad.
My feed.
iPad Air looks like.
Yeah. Him and everybody else.
What does it say? It's a little old news.
People get excited with this stuff, and that's good.
Yeah, that's what the whole group's all about.
Yeah.
You guys see me over in Mac to the Future?
No.
I see you on here. No, I did. I saw it before.
Do you?
I did see it.
Oh, yeah, there you are. There we are.
Yeah, I saw it.
We are there. Yes, we are.
Okay, I can't find it. This new Facebook layout, not a fan.
Have you looked under the couch?
There we go.
Yep, we're there.
All right. I'm guessing we're on YouTube as well.
You have StreamYard, so you don't have to see the logo, right?
Sorry?
Do you have StreamYard account that you don't have to have their logo up?
Yeah.
You paid extra?
Yeah. Almost out of time. Okay. You're there.
That countdown
right.
music.
It's coming up. Here it is. Tonight on the Mac to the Future Livecast, go! Apple releases iOS 14.3 and iPadOS 14.3 betas. Apple's best of 2020 for the App Store is literally sick with ideas. And will the newly designed laptops use a small idea that costs more? Maybe. All that tonight and more on the Mac to the Future Livecast. Go. Come on. There it is. There it is. I had to wait. I was like, come on. Get out of the intro. Get to the camera. Okay, there we are. And welcome everyone to the Mac to the Future Livecast Go. This is the first show for December of 2020. And we all know what that means, that we are less than 30 days from getting the hell out of this year. I'm sick of this year. What about you, David?
Yeah,
are you sick of this year?
Very sick.
Oh, by the way,
year.
There's the new lower third I was telling you about.
That.
What do you think about
that?
that?
Yeah, that's
I don't have one for myself yet, and I don't have one for Warren.
No.
I had to work from home today, so it was like
feel special. But no,
special.
Doing well.
Wait.
It's a fun day in the city, and Ready
It
for
is.
ready to talk about some Apple stuff.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And it would not be a Mac to the Future Livecast Go without Mr. Warren Sklar. How are you, sir?
Yo,
I don't have
Here's
a lower third for you yet. I don't have, but don't feel bad because I don't have one for myself either.
like physically, I see the lower third of my body. Anyhow,
If
you're
you
assuming
that would be a bad
2021
thing.
is going to be better. That's all I got to
Yes.
say. Yes.
Short of Godzilla coming around the corner on January 1st, I can't see how 2021 can be any worse than what we've gone through this year.
Would shut your mouth
Or
on
we
that
say
one.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
say
wouldn't-
that. It's kind of like oh really? Oh really? Hold my beer. You know,
Yeah, really.
that's what 2021 is saying. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't think I can be as bad? Hold my beer. Hold my beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a comment so far. Mr. Kevin Eason, old friend from Fort Lauderdale. Hello, Kevin. It is so good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. We really appreciate the fact that you are here. Now, before we get into the main stories, is there anything that you guys have that you want to talk about? Actually, Warren had a good one talking about possible 2020 Black Friday purchases. Did either one of you buy anything on Black Friday?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
did.
Or Cyber Monday?
Yeah, I bought this
You
new
did.
drive.
Nice.
$99.
Really? What size is it?
1 terabyte
Wow, that's pretty good.
With SSD, right?
SSD, right?
And it's a OWC, so that
That
means
is.
it's doubly good. I would have bought one if I'd known that was there. Oh,
That's not a bad price.
Ugh.
I looked. I wanted to buy something, and
yeah, I kind of did too.
Executive mouse pad too. That was $8.
Ooh, see now we're going somewhere. Executive, like 1 terabyte SSD, executive mouse pad. You got my heart racing.
I wish I needed a mouse pad. I don't have anything that requires one. I saw the big ones. I mean, if you needed more AirPods Pro, then you were in luck because that was a thing. It was 100
Huge seller.
Yeah, 170 bucks for him. So that was a.
And of course, I just paid $199. So
yeah, but still, it's not that bad.
Should have known. Should have
And
known
actually,
that was coming.
The new M1s were on. A couple of them were on sale too. For a little. I mean, it was minimal. It was like $20 off, and I think you had to wait for them or something like that. But still.
Yeah. I'm still rocking the M1 Mac Mini. My iMac sits unused, and I have another one of these Dell S2721QR, whatever the hell it is, monitors on my Christmas list. And if nobody in my family gets me one, I'll get one for myself. I'm also going to get it's a rechargeable Bluetooth keyboard. And I'm trying to remember who made it. It was either Logitech or one of the other big keyboard makers for the Mac. It's rechargeable and it's backlit, which is and much less than what you would have gotten from Apple. So I'm just tired of buying batteries. So I still have I've moved my smart trackpad over to the new machine, and so I'm using
that's
I
an
think
old
this
one.
is a. Yeah, it is. But I think this is a butterfly keyboard.
That's the one you're supposed to have.
I've got one of those somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's around here someplace. I may have it in my portable bag, my podcasting portable bag. Oh, more comments coming in. I love it. So from a Facebook user, he says, "Hello, guys." Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Anderson just got AirPod Pros for $169.
The deal. Yeah.
And Frank Petrie says Facebook is screwing with him.
He should wear a condom.
We understand. Wear a condom. Always wear a condom when Facebook is screwing with you.
That was Deborah Payne.
Speaking of Facebook, what do you guys think of the new UI that they've cranked out?
Looks the same to me. Doesn't
Really?
I really haven't noticed much difference, honestly.
I'm looking. I did the dark mode a while ago, and that's
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know.
I haven't noticed anything different, to be honest with you.
It's well, it I don't think it really works the same way. Not for me anyway. I didn't buy anything on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, though I have convinced both my kids. I haven't convinced the wife yet, but I've convinced both my kids to do Amazon Christmas lists. So it's just easier to figure out what to get people since, you know, we won't be getting together that much. Damn it.
A lot of people are buying gift certificates for things that you can do in the future, like, you know,
eventually,
restaurant.
Eventually, we'll
like
be able to leave the house and do things.
Well, the idea is, I know you can't do it now, but here's something that you could do later, you know, with this gift card.
Later on. Yeah.
If that ever
And
happens.
Lee, you need to get a new computer.
Yeah, you're way overdue, buddy.
Yeah. 13 years on a laptop. You got your money's worth.
You're done.
Get an M1 Air or Pro. They are really, really sweet. Or if you want to wait until, what do you guys think? March, April, when the next batch will come out. I don't think it's going to be that long. I think that, and I've already said that I think by this time next year, the whole line will be switched over. Because I just don't think that they're going to be able to sell that many Intel machines with everyone knowing what's coming. I just don't see it. Don't see it happen.
Unless, if the price is right. You know, if the price is right.
So far, it has.
For the Intel machines?
No, for the M1s, the price has been very right.
I'm saying if the price is right if they pump out more Intel machines and they price them differently, then believe me, there will be a lot of people who will buy them over the new ones because they don't understand the difference. And old mothers and people going to the store buying something. It's like, I don't know what an M1 is, and this one's $600 and this one's $800. So I'm taking the 600 one.
And Facebook user doesn't like the new Facebook. I don't blame you, Facebook user. I feel the exact same way.
Dylan Marcus.
And if you are wondering what you can do, all you have to do is go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, click OK, and it will let StreamYard display your name right here. And none of that was clickable. StreamYard.com/Facebook will get you there. Frank Petrie bought an iPad Air 4, and he's going to get a pencil. Lee laughed. Frank was impressed by a 17-inch MacBook.
Whoa.
And he's going to laugh until March. No, he thinks that the new machines are going to come out in March.
He hates Facebook until March.
I'm such a funny guy. I really am. But looks like everything. What a funny guy. All right, let's was there anything else other than the Black Friday stuff? You'd said something else, Warren. What was it? Do you remember?
We were just the guy who put the Windows on the M1 through a virtualization via another he like triple virtualized Windows on him M1 computer.
But it was faster than the Surface Pro.
But it's faster than Surface Pro X, which is
Surface Pro X, excuse me.
That's our ARM versions. I mean, my only point of that was going to be that it's going to happen. I mean,
yeah,
within 6 months there'll be Windows running on these M1s in some capacity.
Either through Parallels or VMware or someone else. Someone will figure it out in a way that's like not ridiculous, where you have to go through two different virtualizations to get there.
Yeah, I mean, if you needed Windows and you really needed it to work, then I wouldn't get the M1 yet, because who knows when it's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen.
Okay, Lee, thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. Go and get something good to eat. And Frank says his hatred for Facebook goes back a decade. Hang on to that anger, Frank. Hang on to that anger. All right, we're going to get into our main stories here. The first one is you get a beta, and you get a beta, and you get a beta. Everybody gets a betas. We all get betas. assuming that your iOS or iPad device can handle it and that you're in the Apple Developer Program. What's new? There's a new Pro RAW image format with more information and dynamic range, more suggestions for third-party apps to avoid those nasty lawsuits related to Apple's default programs, PS5 and Luna Control support, and more shortcuts with a new look, as well as bug fixes and things. So that's all in the new beta. You already got it on your phone?
I got it on mine. I think it's just the last beta was similar. I don't think they added much from the beta before.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you brick your phone with the new beta?
No.
What are you showing us that you're updating it?
No, I was trying to see why it wouldn't when it's going all white when I got to turn it to the right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah,
all right.
It's fine. I'm actually waiting for the Mac OS beta because
it's out.
No, it's not.
11.1.
Yeah, the 11.1
today.
No,
a couple days ago.
Not a couple days ago.
Oh yeah,
I don't have it on this machine because this is the one I'm using now.
Was it at a
I'll
couple?
probably.
It wasn't out a couple days ago. It was last week. It's last week.
Okay, well that could be a couple of days ago. 6 of one, half dozen of another. Anyways. I do have it running on my MacBook Air, Intel MacBook Air. I don't have it on this machine here. I don't know. Is a new Pro RAW image format important to you guys? I don't know how much camera work you guys do with your iPhone 12s that you both have, while I'm still rocking an SE2, not one, SE2,
Pro Max.
Yeah, the SE2 Pro Max Plus.
No,
we've
got
large
the 12
beta.
Pro Max Plus big.
The mini should have been the minus, I think.
I keep talking to people that have got the mini. I talked to somebody I was helping today.
They seem to love it.
They absolutely love it. Yeah, and I remember the other day with Brittany Smith, we were on, showed it up on camera. Like, how I think it's tiny, but but I guess everybody's loving it. Which is great.
Well, I know.
Does not interest me in the slightest. I have no interest to own a phone that size.
I know Dave Hamilton over at the Mac Geek Lab and John F. Braun don't, because the F stands for fabulous.
Fantastic
and fabulous. They both have gotten minis.
No, he's got two.
Dave's mini is the second one. He normally uses his regular Pro.
Well, on the last show that I was listening to, he was talking about he was going to pass that one down the line to the rest of the family and stick with the mini.
Wow.
Unless he's changed since then.
Yeah,
that was what I heard.
He does like the smaller phone. He's always said that.
Yeah, not me.
Yep.
My eyes ain't so good. I can't see the one I have.
Okay. Next story. Apple has come out with the App Store Best for 2020. And I don't know if I have any of these. I'll have to go through these. The first one is Wake Out, developed by Andres Canella, which is apparently movements that make you feel amazing. They're fun and brief and can be done just about anywhere, anytime. Okay, I guess that's related to, if you're stuck at home, good way to work out. iPad app of the year is Zoom. I think we all pretty much use Zoom, especially if you're going over to Chuck's show.
All the apps they pick, that's the app they pick.
Yeah, apparently. The Mac app of the year is Fantastical. Do either one of you use that one?
It's a good app. I don't use it.
Okay, yeah, I've never been much on. That's a calendar app, I think, isn't it?
It's calendar.
I just use the basic one that comes with the Mac. TV app of the year is Disney Plus. Disney Plus is the TV. I guess if they had said Apple TV Plus, that people would have lost their minds. And of course,
they're talking not about the service. They're talking about the design of the app. That's what
that's what this is. Yeah.
No,
Disney did a good job, and now I heard now there's going to be Discovery Plus coming soon.
Oh yeah, and Verizon customers get it for a year.
And Verizon got for a year.
Yeah. So I guess they're going to pull their content out of Hulu. So and it's going to be yet another. This is a subject for another day.
You talking about Discovery would pull their stuff out of Hulu?
Yeah. All of these services. I mean, part of the reason why I cut the cord was the ridiculous prices that I was having to pay with my provider on top of paying for internet and everything else. And it's like, it's like death of a thousand cuts now, because every single one of these applications or these streaming services, it's like $5 to $20 a year or a month. And then to throw insult onto injury, they still include friggin' ads on a lot of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, either don't charge me and show me ads, which is fine, or charge me and don't show me ads. Those are like the only two choices I want to hear about. If you're going to charge me because your content is so good, I don't want to see your ads. That's, if I'm paying for it, don't show me ads. And it pisses me off every single time I see that.
HBO Max is getting Wonder Woman.
I know.
Yeah, I did hear about that on Christmas Day, and it's going to be like simultaneously released in the theaters as well, though.
Yeah, but who's going to theaters?
Nobody's going.
Yeah,
but I would watch that. I wanted to watch that when they announced it. So.
And the best part about it, Disney, are you listening? No charge for HBO Max customers.
That's right.
If you're an HBO Max subscriber, they're not going to charge you to see Wonder Woman 84, Mulan on Disney for $30. Really?
Mulan. It's free now.
Yeah, you had to wait. I think it was,
I didn't want to see it in the first place, but it just completely hacked me off. It's like, you're making a remake of a cartoon, and you're going to charge people $30 on top of the streaming service price to watch. I didn't, and I wouldn't either. Still won't. No.
Just go watch Borat. That's all.
That was good. That was great.
Do you guys have a lot of apps on your watch? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I was going to tell you a story about Borat. We had the closed captioning on, and it was in. I think it was. I don't know what language it was. It must have been in his language. So, and I figured that was part of the movie. Then I come to find out later we had the closed captioning set wrong, and I couldn't, because it wasn't translating to English, so I couldn't understand what the hell they were saying. So they had, I think it was in, I don't know what, I guess whatever his language is, or similar language, and
it's an undisclosed Eastern European language.
Yeah, Eastern European. Yeah, so I have to go back and watch it again so I can actually see the English subtitles.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing Guy's Daily Drive in RAW.
Yeah.
And Facebook user isn't happy with 5G on the iPhone. It's more on AT&T, I think.
AT&T. T-Mobile is a lot better.
I think it depends where you are. I mean, you're in a major metropolitan area. Yeah. So if you're in a big city, frankly, there is no excuse as to why you don't have good 5G from almost any of them. Frank says best of lists are worthless. Well, that's why we're still doing them, Frank. Weather Channel Plus. Yes, I want to pay for the Weather Channel Plus.
We can't get the Weather Channel.
James Bond.
We can't get the Weather Channel on cable. They pulled that like 2 years ago, for real.
Yeah, and I was seeing I can't remember what channel it was, but it was another one of those, call Discovery Weather, whatever channel it was, and tell them that you want to make
doing it to WGN, the WGN America, and
so WGN is asking basically for more money.
No, no, Dish wants too much, or no, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, because they pay the content providers for access to their content. So, I mean, this happened with CBS with Verizon, where all of a sudden we didn't have CBS here in the DC area anymore because Verizon Fios wasn't willing to pay CBS however much that they were demanding on top of what they were already getting.
They were threatening it, but I don't remember if it ever happened.
The crazy thing is,
I think they were threatening it.
Prior to all of this, all of these shows were paid for through advertising. So what's changed? they still have ads. You know, and if you, depending on how far back you are, and I mean, I'm 60, so I go back pretty far. It used to be, you know, Frosted Flakes brings you Gilligan's Island. You know, I mean, you would have like branding right at the very beginning of the show, and whoever the show's sponsor
You
was.
are old. 1950s did that.
Yeah, well, no, 60s did it too. I mean, you saw it in the 60s as well. So if you sell baked goods, you know, or baked products where you know, then sponsor a baking show or sponsor, you know, whatever product it is that you make, find a show that like features those kinds of products and sponsor the show and have your products prominently displayed. And it's just so stupid.
Nearly every football stadium is like Heinz
or Heinz Field.
Yeah. Or the one almost every I would say half of the football fields out there are
Citizens Bank Park.
M&T Bank Stadium for the Ravens.
Was
you had land.
US
the Miami Dolphins Stadium was Land Shark Stadium, and that was for Land Shark beer.
Right. Yeah. So
for
I mean,
they had a deal for 1 year.
That's the world. I mean, for everybody,
that doesn't bother me though. That honestly does not bother me, because if you can take someone's branding and put it on a stadium or a TV show or what have you, you see it with the big soccer leagues where they'll have, you know, Emirates for, you know, United Emirates Airlines all over their uniforms. They got all this branding on there. Oh, that's fine. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. Just don't raise the prices on the regular people that are supporting the teams.
But it's crazy. Like, advertising is everywhere, and
we're way off the computers here.
But just everybody's so upset about, you know, nobody's upset about advertisement anymore because that's what it is. But all of a sudden, everybody's upset about collecting personal data so they could target advertise. And I'm thinking, just like you said, you know, if something's,
make up your mind.
You know, a bread show, if something's a bread show, then to have a bread, some kind of bread, you know, that's the deal.
The flour.
They're trying to target ads, which makes sense. I mean, if you're going to get the ads, you might as well get ones that apply to you. Anyways, that's my.
I don't. Yeah, well, actually, that would be a good topic for another day. So let's we'll let that go. The iPhone game of the year was Genshin Impact, which it's kind of cool. Free with in-app purchases, just like everything else. Thank you. iPad game of the year, Legends of Runeterra from Riot Games. Mac, wow, what the hell is this? Mac game of the year, Disco Elysium from Zalm. Intimate sweep talk, resort to violence, write poetry, sing karaoke, dance like a beast, or solve the meaning of life, all in a single game with the word disco in it. So yeah. Apple TV game of the year, Dandara Trials of Fear from Raw Fury. Apple Arcade of the year. I have been so tempted to get this game because I've got a couple of games that are kind of like this. Sneaky Sasquatch. My wife would love this game. From Sasquatch from Rack 7. And that's all the App Store best of from 2020. If you go to macworld.com, you can see the full list there.
I put it
all right. Not one of them do I have. So
nope, same here.
No, I didn't have any of them either. I'm still playing Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty. Robot Wants Kitty on my iPhone. Still love that game. So much fun.
Frogger.
Let's see. We got some more comments. Frank says he does go to big cities and he gets the service, but it's not that fast. Well, it's still kind of rolling out too. I don't even know what that means, Frank. To tell the truth, sponsored actually the Flintstones
or the Westinghouse.
The cartoon The Flintstones was sponsored by Winston Cigarettes, and there is a cartoon commercial.
And Fred smoked
with Fred and Barney having and talking about the great mellow taste of Winston Cigarettes. Yeah, kids, you could take it from Fred and Barney.
The Flintstones wasn't It wasn't a kids show. It was a prime.
No,
time
it was prime time. It was it was the first primetime cartoon done by Hanna-Barbera, and they followed that up with another primetime cartoon that surprised me when I found out there was only one season of it. Johnny Quest.
Mm-hmm.
The original Johnny Quest.
Gorilla.
No. That was kind of delegated. Hong Kong Phooey. All of Scooby-Doo, still rocking Scooby-Doo from 1969 until today.
I like the Jetsons. They're going to make a Jetsons movie. At
Jane,
some point.
his wife.
Hey.
Yeah.
Jane. Okay.
Get me off this
Yeah, we are
thing.
really getting off track here.
Mac Mini.
Train wreck of a show tonight. Mac Pro with a mini idea. The upcoming MacBook Pros may be getting mini LED displays, according to everyone's favorite analyst. You know, that guy. They're more expensive than regular, I guess, the screens they currently use, which might be offset with the lower costs of Apple's new M series of processors. So they may not go up in price. As a matter of fact, they may come down in price because that's what Apple does. No, they don't. So have you guys ever heard of these mini LEDs? Have you seen what they look like? They're supposed to be pretty fabulous. It's higher contrast ratios and darker blacks compared to standard LEDs, which are currently used in the current Intel MacBook Pros. Cost more to implement, but according to everyone's favorite analyst, you know, that guy.
Love to dream.
Yeah. That
No,
they may offset their costs because they're using their own silicon, which could mean we will not see an increase in the sale price. It still makes me laugh saying that. Yeah. Okay, Minji, tell me all about those new iPhones that you say are coming out in September of October of next year, because I'm still blown away by that announcement.
September of October?
So
September or October of next year, new iPhones. You heard it here first, everybody.
Yeah. The screen on the iPhone, don't
like iOS 14 is going to come out too.
What? No. That won't be out until the year after. Yeah. They're going to stick with whatever they're on now, 14. Yeah. They won't be using 15. Going to skip it.
Yeah, right.
Heard it here first.
And last.
Yeah, nobody else is saying that ever. Anything else? You guys got anything else for us tonight, or is this just going to be one of those shorter shows?
It's a slow week. Really, it really has been not a lot of things going on this week.
You know, the weird thing, I think everyone is like burned out from the M1. It's like, because it's all anyone talked about for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, and Austin is like, okay, what's next? Oh crap, there isn't anything. No, here's this list of apps.
They're good, and they're still good. It's the M1, so just not a lot going on.
I still haven't tried a second screen on this one yet.
Oh, look. Juliana Margulies is going to be joining the cast of the morning show for season 2.
I don't know who she is.
She was. Still haven't watched that whole season. I keep saying I'm going to, and then I don't.
I'm watching something with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman.
I'm trying. You know what I'm trying to get through right now?
Hugh Betcha.
The second season of Lost in Space.
Guy. Hugh.
Oh,
Hugh Grant.
Oh, Hugh Laurie?
No, Hugh Grant.
Hugh Betcha.
Hugh Betcha.
I'm still trying to get through the second season of Lost in Space. I keep hoping that show's going to get better.
It's good. I did that one. I did both the first.
Did it get better? Because right now they're on the spaceship and they're in the cafeteria, and there's something coming, and then I had to leave to go do something else.
I did Cobra Kai. I binged that
towards the end.
I haven't watched that. That was one of those shows that I wanted to watch.
Yeah,
that was exclusive through what?
Now it's now on Netflix.
It used to be a YouTube thing, but then I went to.
They moved to Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could watch it now if I wanted to.
Season 3 is coming out in January.
Yeah.
And I almost said this to Chuck last night, but I didn't. because he's a Discovery fan, Star Trek Discovery fan.
He's a Star Trek fan.
Yeah, I
like Discovery too. So
I'm not hating season 3.
No, we said that. I even said it to him. It's the best season ever out of all 3. Oh, it's
the first season was a hot mess. I'm sorry. It jumped all over the place. They couldn't figure out what story they wanted to tell. They never finished any of the storylines. Then the second season, I was just like, there's angels and somehow your mom is involved.
Yeah.
Because why? But then when they did the big jump and they went to the 30th century or 31st century,
right,
and things are all messed up, and the Federation, because the biggest problem for me for Discovery was dealing with all the continuity issues that they just didn't want to deal with. So they were like, we don't care what Klingons looked like in all those other shows. We're going to make them look completely different. And we don't care that there's all of this stuff that's already set in stone. We don't care. We're going to make everything different. And they did. And I hated it. I just didn't like it. But this season, because it's all new, there's nothing that they can do at this point that is going to destroy continuity with all of the other shows. So they're so far ahead, and the whole mystery with the burn, I'm really getting into that. I'm really interested with where they're going to go with this. So I'm finally enjoying Star Trek Discovery. Okay. It just took 2 years for them to get there.
The other thing we didn't talk about is Salesforce bought Slack.
Why do we still have this thing on here about Winston cigarettes?
Because you didn't turn it off.
There, it's off now.
Salesforce is buying Slack for $27.7 billion.
Yeah. Say goodbye to Slack.
It's goodbye, Slack. No more.
I use Salesforce for work. That's what we use for our ticket system. And
Ted Lasso will be back. There's going to be another season of Ted Lasso.
2 seasons.
Yes.
Which is just it was such a good show. I cannot get my wife to watch it. But it was and it's not a comedy, it's not a drama, it's not even a dramedy. It's like it's this undefined show. Yeah. You have no idea what direction it's going to go in. And just when you think you've got it figured out, they change it all up. I loved the first season of Ted Lasso.
Sudeikis they interviewed Sudeikis, and he said his character was influenced by Robin Williams and like his serious roles, and influenced by Obi-Wan Kenobi. If you read it, basically the inspiration is people who could see good things in people that normally normal people don't see, or things in people. People who would read people that's not obvious that other people can't do. So that's his character, I guess, is basically he's able to pull out the good in people, I guess is what he's trying to say. That you would
because there are some characters that were just completely irredeemable. Like the guy that owned the team was just such an ass. There was no coming back for him at all. And every single time he was on the screen, it was like, let's see if he can top how much of a jerk he was the last time he was on the screen. And he always does it. It's like there is no bar too high that he can't jump the jerk height. But he's there every single time.
They were in a messy divorce, and that's that people do that. So
but it wasn't the same thing with the ex-wife, because the ex-wife was the way she started out. And little by little, she started to change because of the kinds of things that Lasso.
Spoilers, no spoilers. Right.
Well, I know I'm not saying what they were. I'm just saying that there were some changes, and it was such a good show. And we've gone on for about 10 minutes now on various content that we're watching through all the streaming services that it completely pisses us off to pay for. So we're going to get out of here, and I'm going to show the thing that I made for Dave. Here it is right there. I need to make one for myself and one for Warren. Where can people get a hold of you, Dave?
They can get a hold of me at InTouchWithIOS at InTouchWithIOS.com, and some person named Guy is going to be on the show tomorrow.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, and
You think he'll talk about Star Trek?
No, not
You might.
I might have to stop it. So we're going to talk about iOS apps on M1 processors, M1 machines, Macs. So we'll see where that
Cool.
goes. And you also can find me on Mac Voices Live every Tuesday night on the Facebook.
Such a fun time.
A lot of fun time. I'm actually going to miss next week though because I have to do a iPhone special interest group, and at the Suburban Chicago Apple users. And you can find me up here on the Mac Show on the British Tech Network, and Dave G65 is Twitter.
Nice. What about you, Warren?
That's not me. You got the bad logo.
Oh, it's not. Oh, damn it. And I'm in the wrong section to make it go away. Hold on. There.
Yeah, you can find me on the you can find me at Mac Parrot. You can find me at VertShark. You can find me. There you go. You just typed that up right now, didn't you?
No, it was there. It was the old one. That's the old one.
Sure.
Well, I say that now.
Guy is frantically trying to. How does he spell his last name? You can find me on the Titters. Again, I'm not on the Titters.
The Twitters.
Yeah, Twitters. No, Facebook, and a couple shows is where you find me.
Cool.
And at VertShark.
You just had to say that, didn't you? Okay. Well, if you were looking for me, and I did just change my banner a little bit, you can go on over.
Tech is hard.
Guy at mymac.com is the email address. You can find me on the Twitters, twitter.com/MacParrot, twitter.com/VertShark. You can go over to vertshark.com for all of the audios and all of the videos. Go to YouTube. VertShark is the playlist and all of the videos there. And if you're looking at some of them, just like, share, subscribe. If you missed it the first time, like, share, subscribe. And of course, I do the mymac.com podcast each and every weekend for 12 years. 12 years. Gaz has been putting up with me over there on the mymac.com podcast. And there are two, not one, but two brand new edited Guy's Daily Drives out right now. Go on over, catch all those. Tech is hard. That's all I got to say about that. So Thank you. Oh, we have one more comment. What does it say here? Mac Voices Live After Dark. Yeah. Wait till after 9:00. It gets spicy. It gets very spicy.
Kelly was pushing for that.
It's a good show. It is a good show. So we're going to get out of here. So thanks, Warren. Thanks, Dave. Thanks to everyone who has joined us tonight on the Mac to the Future livecast. We'll probably be back next week unless there's like absolutely nothing going on, and then we'll just talk more nonsense. Well, I guess that's the same.
Why not? We have the platform. Why not?
I have nothing else.
We do. We have.
My son's playing video games. My wife's sleeping. What else am I going to do?
Yeah, exactly. All right. So say goodnight, Dave and Warren.
Good night, Dave and Warren.
We're out of here. Hey, we're back. We're still on the air.
No, that's not good. Get us off.
Well, just don't say anything. Don't say anything bad.
Well, then,
let's see. We have the technology.
Why would I still be
night.
here if I didn't want to say something bad?
That's true. All right, we're going to go. Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here one more time.
Goodbye.
Yeah.